Now, I hope the name rings a bell, because we have put everywhere under the sponsor. And I'm a functional analyst at Aussie. You might know me maybe also from UX Ghent, for the one who are really interested in UX, which is a meetup group that I organize here in Ghent. So if you're interested, you can also join us, of course. Everyone is welcome. So at Aussie we do a lot of really cool things, a lot of projects, very diverse, and of course one of the things we do, which I'm involved, is building digital solutions for our clients. And we do it, in all forms and sizes. We go, really, really broad. We do solutions for institutions. We have done things for tourism, food industry, banking, retail, education, health. All the various sectors, and even the type of project. We do corporate websites, with campaign websites, but we also intranets, web applications, native applications, e-commerce, all the things you can think of. This is one of the latest projects that we have released, for instance, which I'm proud of, the School of King Cancer. So they are promoting the fight against cancer. And it was really fulfilling project to work with. So if you're interested, you can go and have a look and make a donation while you're at it. And of course, most of what we do is based on Drupal, which is one of the reasons we're there, of course. Now, I'm not a Drupalist myself. Sorry, don't throw me out of the room. I'm not a technical person. I'm not a developer or an engineer. I'm not even have a design background or economics. Actually, I come from another background. I started as a translator, and being a translator, I actually learned the impact that words can have on people, which is really useful in my work. I worked in a company that makes video games, which was cool, and there I learned that if you want to do something that looks simple and joyful, you actually have to put a lot of work and effort behind it. It's not because it looks simple that it was simple to build. It was very valuable as well in our work. I worked as a community manager for a social network, and this was also very, very valuable for me because I could experience firsthand the pain that people could have just using the digital products, which was rather new even at the time, and really new for me. I work as a QA, so I did user-end testing for some products, and there I learned that you can make something functional, you can make something that works. It's not the same as making something that is usable and is valuable. Two different things, and we're focusing on one and not focusing on the other, which got me a bit frustrated. Like, I want to make something that actually has value and is good for the people who are using it. And that's how I switched about 7 years ago, and I went to Aussie to work as a functionalist, where I actually define the functionality, which is what I do there. So my first task is to clarify the functional scope for us, for the technical team, but also for the clients, because they sometimes don't even know exactly what they want or what they need. But I came with, because of my background, I came with a second goal that I had, and that was to remove the pain. I wanted to make something that wouldn't frustrate people and would be fine, good to use. And because of this, I started to get a big interest in usability. I learned about it and read about it. Went to a few conferences, and from that I learned about UX, user experience. User experience is not something new. It actually exists since the 70s, so it's not from the last years. And in the 90s, Don Norman actually made the term popular. He didn't coin it, but you know, he was working at Apple at the time, and he found that they were, you know, focusing a lot on the user interface, you know, and making this one, you know, good and pretty. And he was saying like, we need to go broader, you know. The impact you have is not just the screen in front of you. You have to take into account all the touch points you have, and this is how, you know, this is what UX is. Now, starting from this, you know, it became popular. You know, a lot of things got written on UX, and as a domain, it got more and more mature. And one of the things that we learned, and this is from Dan Willis, is that actually UX is kind of an umbrella. It's good drawing by him, that encompasses various disciplines. You have visual design, information architecture, interaction design, usability, user research. But you could make this umbrella actually like 3 times bigger with a lot of more disciplines. You know, depending on what you want to focus on. It could be customer experience. It could be psychology. You know, but all of these, you know, are you know, under this umbrella of UX, and they have one common feature. The reason why they are grouped is that because they put the user at the center. It's, you know, actually it's user-centric design. Now, when we talk about user design, user experience design, what we actually mean is that you make a conscious decision. That's design. Like, design is just intent, you know? You make something, you take a decision that will have an impact. That's why we use the word design in user experience design. There's experience in it because you want to make a conscious decision that is going to facilitate the most valuable experience possible, you know? You don't design the experience, you design for a certain experience you wish to happen. That's why, you know, the word experience is in third. And you want to facilitate the experience for someone. You want to facilitate it for a person that is interacting with your organization through your service, through your products, through your branding. And that's why we call it user, because, you know, it's the one interacting with your organization. That's how actually, that's the reason why we call it user experience design. And, you know, a lot of things are written on this. And actually, when you want to do this, when you want to create, you know, to design your solution, you have, you know, now a lot of different tools to you know, try to make the best of it. This is one of them, like Peter Morgan, who's an information architect. And, you know, like every time you take a decision, you actually try to fit it into what he calls the UX honeycomb. You know, is you know, the solutions I'm making now is, you know, if I do it this way, is it more valuable, but is it also usable, accessible, valuable, credible, desirable, and useful? So, you know, helping you making good design choices. Now, user experience design, because, you know, of what I just explained, it's not a task, it's not a phase, it's actually a mindset. You know. It's not like I'm going to do some UX right now, you know, 5 minutes and then it's done. You actually do a lot of things, putting the user in front. And this is what user experience design is. Now, you know, it's really, it has a lot of benefits for an organization. This is how I would describe it. Actually, if you do user experience design, so if you know, take a user-centric approach to designing your solutions, you will create more value because, you know, you will try to know what the user actually needs, and you will get quicker to it. And of course, if you get the people what they need, they will be happy for it, and they will stay with your product or your service. It's quicker because you know, you don't suppose that you have the answer right now. You will be listening to the user, you will listen to their feedback, and naturally, you know, you get more reactive. You know, you will have the possibility to pivot much easier. You will get it to more people, because you will do something that is more inclusive. You will listen to the people, so you will care about them and try not to exclude some of them. So more people are coming to you, and more people are going to find interest in your products. So it's also good for the company. It means more customers. And if you do it, actually, you will create more value that stays. You will create sustainability because you focus on people's needs and they don't change over time. It's not a trend, and because you do some practices, you want to do the right thing, and usually the right thing is things that stay for a long time. Let me give you an example. If you have a user-centric design, and like, the privacy of people is important, and we're going to make something that is transparent for them, so they know how we use their information, because we care, because it's important for them, so it's important for us. And then comes GDPR. Well, guess who doesn't have to make a redesign of their structure? The one who was actually user-centric from the beginning. So you get an advantage over your competition. So a lot of words, but if you want to sum it up, it's this: you give them love, they give love in return. It's it's a virtual circle, and this is actually what user experience design is about. When you're user-centric, this is all you need to do, and you need to know. It's karma, kind of. Now we got the tools, and we got the theories, and all this got explained and got outside. I didn't invent any of this. Smart people have done it, of course. And big names started to actually work in this way. Think of Amazon or Apple or Google or Walt Disney, or known examples of user-centric companies. It started to get some tractions, and we got also a lot of new companies, new startups who were still known for their user-centric approach, and they got really successful and often really disruptive in their domain. And of course, when you got this, you start to look at them and if they are successful, it means they are doing something right, and we should try to do the same. And as a consequence, user experience as a domain became really popular. In France, in the last 5 years, we got twice more requests for the term user experience on Google. It got really, really trendy. Now, may I ask you, who has heard the word UX in their projects lately? Show of hands. Okay, quite a lot. Which is logical, because the clients are saying this as well, or the product owner at your company, they hear all the successes and they're asking for it. Which is also a difference I've seen in my work. When I started, first I didn't know what user experience was. I learned about it. I tried to implement it in my work, but there was no time, no budget, no interest from the clients. And in the last years, it got returned. We actually got projects where requiring user experience. It was an important point for them in their requirements, which is good. A lot of content got, many people are asking for it. Of course, many people are creating content about it. In 2013, there were about 3 million pages that were talking about UX. In 2018, it's 37 billion pages. So, and this is just web pages I'm talking about, but of course, it means a lot of articles, a lot of trainings, books, as many as you want, conferences, and look at the program of this year's Drupal Camp, how many tracks we're talking about UX, that shows also something. Communities got built, and of course tools, a lot of tools that are supposed to help you doing design. So, I was thinking, oh, yeah, great, now we have all the things and the interest, everything is fine, we will all do, you know, really user-centric work, and it's going to be good for organizations, it's going to be good for the people. Well, I'm sorry, that's not the case. Unfortunately, there are some pitfalls. And the pitfalls is not with user experience. User experience is good, and it is working, it is something that is valuable for your organization. But there are pitfalls in how we conceive user experience design. The first pitfall, and you know, one of the biggest, is UI versus UX. Now the reason for this is as user experience design got more and more mature and professional, we got all those, you know, disciplines that came with it, because again, UX is just a canopy of these various disciplines, and you know, they got shortened because, you know, it's cool. So you have B and C, AD, IA, UR. You know, I'm not sure, you know, most of the people actually even know what they mean, but they are there. And one of them is UI or VD, you know, visual design. And because they came out popular, you know, because of UX, all this came with it. They started to get also confusing, you know. Oh, we have to do kind of these ones if you want to do UX. It kind of became like a little buzzword as well, you know, because of this. The reason why it gets a lot more confused with visual design or UI than with the other one, with information architecture, for instance. It's because visual design is like the most concrete layer. You know, it's the visible tip of the iceberg when you are doing something. You know, user-centric design. This is you know, a very famous diagram by Jesse James Garrett in his book Elements of User Experience. Well, you know, it's like if you want to design something, you have to consider all these things, and actually you should start from the bottom and build up. But the one we see is the last layer. So it's the one that gets all the credits. Oh, you know, it's successful because your visual design is really good. Oh, the Apple products, you know, the design is so beautiful, that's why it works. They didn't do any user research, you know. They knew, you know, it has to be something pretty and everyone would love it. Said no one ever. And because of this confusion, we start even to get confusion in what we are supposed to do. You go on LinkedIn and you search for, you know, a UI designer, a visual designer, and you will get a lot of these things. Oh, no, we're looking for UI UX or UX UI because, you know, potato. It's kind of the same, you know. If you do one, you do the other. Which is of course not the case. And this is something I picked up on LinkedIn as well. Marketing also, you know, because they see there's a lot of interest in UX and don't sometimes really understand what UX is. They get things like this. You have done something a bit wrong. Well, just use our things on top of it and it will boost your UX. They actually, and also this company is making onboarding things, so just putting some tooltips, you know, for first time users, and saying, you know, if you click there, it does this, and if you click there, it does that. And yeah, the, you know, marketing campaign claims that, you know, just by doing this, then it will fix your UX. Sorry, but from my point of view, you know, on a scale from, you know, 0 to Trump, this is pretty high. It's really no good. That pissed me off a bit when I saw this, because it actually means, oh, we'll do our thing, you know, our product the way we want, quick and dirty, doesn't matter, and we'll put, you know, some kind of UX plugin on it, a UX module, and boom. Our problems are solved. It's no problem. This is a bit like this you know, fake front store. It's kind of saying, if we paint it, if we put it to coat of paint, and if we make, you know, the name on it with a nicer font, well, everyone will come and shop in this one. There's nothing behind, and you can't buy anything. But as long as the front store is beautiful, it's gonna work. It's unfortunately not possible. And that's why when you were saying, like, you know, oh, you know, if you do the UI, kind of do the UX, it doesn't work like this. The second pitfall you have is what I call UX in the box, is the attempts. You know, people saying like, oh yeah, I know that I shouldn't just, you know, focus on you know, the visual thing, but I'm going to do my own feature, my own Drupal module, for instance, and I'm going to make sure that the UX of it is good. Well, if you look at in Drupal, you will see that about 129 people tried to do this. 129 who have created UX-related modules, and sometimes it's kind of, you know, like thinking like, if I do like the flow of my own little thing right, and I know the interaction in it is good, then it's all good, you know. And I hear this a lot of time, you know. Oh, the UX of your things could be better. Or I'm going to fix the UX of this feature, and it's gonna be okay. Thinking like, I'm not talking about theming, you know. I'm talking about really like how it's used. But you know, instead of just having the front, we put it in a box, and it's not enough because of course it's much more than this. One of the reasons is, you know, well best said by Eric Rijs, who is an information architect and CEO of Fatex in Copenhagen. And he says like user experience is something really, really subjective. You know, it's a perception that you left in someone's mind when you're doing a series of interactions, even embedded in time. You know, it's not something that's, you know, in a vacuum. When you do this, there's something before, there's something after, and there's all the subjectivity that the person is bringing into it. And he also claims like there are things you actually can't even control, and you know there are interactions you can influence if you want. If you want to make it, you know, more diagrammy, it would be something a little bit like this. We build a container, a web page, for instance, in which you have the content. That's the etymology of content, by the way. You know, content is something that is contained. So you can't have content if you don't have something to contain it, and that's really what we are building most of the time. Just this container. And we focus a lot on this container. You know, oh, we are going to use a Facebook box, and it's going to be fine. No, because it's actually linked to a lot more than this. And when you build your container, your content, it's actually your organization, of the organization you are at the moment working with, who has a mission, who has different values, who will apply a strategy to get their goals. They will create a system, and when I'm talking system, I'm talking not, you know, just like code system, a digital system, people, processes, all these things they put in place in order to generate and create value out of what they do. But they of course do need some kind of interface to interface with the people they want to get value from. And at the other end, you have someone who has a body, because we're still physical people, we're not yet, you know, all in the cloud, and we have our own perception. And this is the, you know, the people part, the user part. It's also much more complex than what we think. When we have this perception, we have, you know, all the memory we have, the cognitive load, but emotions are coming into account. We are, you know, busy doing a task, so I want to achieve an immediate goal. But usually it's embedded in a projection of ourselves. You know, I'm doing this task because I hope that within, you know, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 2 days, I will have a better version of myself. You decided to come here because you're projecting yourself being smarter, having more knowledge and more people to talk to after 2 days. That's a projection you do. And of course, with projections comes hopes. You hope this is going to be like this, and fears. What if I don't meet anyone? What if all the sessions are not good and I don't learn anything? And every time we project ourselves, we have those two elements. And you have the self, like the highest and the more personal side of it, which is all the mental models, how you think, your beliefs, your history, your psychology, your living conditions. All of this are taken into account, and all of this in one side and all of the other ones on the other side impacts the interactions that you have between the two. And even when we look at it, this interaction takes place in the context. It's a physical context. If you just take this blue box and you make it good, and you don't know anything about all the rest, or you don't care, I guarantee your interactions is probably going to fail. Because just take just this little box, and it's not going to work. And you will make this box very objective, or it works like A, B, C, and it works like this. While it's actually something that is very, very subjective. So it's not going to work the way you hope, unfortunately. And that's why we have projects that are not as efficient or as valued as we think they are. One of the things that is really important to understand is that that's what we do, but when we are doing this, we're not designing the experience. We're designing the interface that people are going to interact with. They will bring their own subjectivity, their own expectations, their emotions, and they will do something out of it. Sorry, Adobe, but when you bring a tool that is called experience design, it's, give me a bit, give me some doubts, because it's not helping, really defining what user experience design is. And we think, so the experience is just, all the experience that I've done. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's my A to B, they click this and this, so I've done the UX of it, I've considered the flow. No, I've considered just, a series of screens that come from one to another. And this is not the experience. The experience is what the user brings and the meaning they make of it. And someone much smarter than me who said it also works better. It's the architect Stephen Hughes, and he said, basically, you cannot design the experience. The experience is subjective. The only thing you can do is design the space in which they will bring their experience. You just create the condition of the experience, and this you can influence. So this is a real architect who's thinking even in a really physical space, and how you design a room so that people live in, interact with it, and make meaning of this space. But for us, for digital space, it works exactly the same way. We build the space, they fill it in. If you just focus on the space and you don't know how they're going to fill it in, it's not going to do anything. The third pitfall, interesting one, is person versus user. We are talking about users all the time, and because we use the word user, it kind of becomes faceless. We're not talking about people, we're kind of disembodying them. It's a user or the user. So if you want to be more contextually relevant, it should be like this in our time, in our kind of other. But it's kind of, it has actually two dangers when you're doing this. First thing is, because you make them faceless, it's a user, the user, you project yourself. I'm a user too, just like the other one, and I can do this. Of course I know that I have to go in the backend and click this and this and that, and it's going to work. And if I know it, I'm sure most of them are going to know it as well. And that's a danger, because we, see ourselves and put ourselves just if the user shoes, and it's not a person's shoes, it's, just a concept, which of course makes our work much easier when you have to take a decision. I want to do something that works for me, and I know they're going to be happy. And we go even further, and we are in Europe, we love data, and so our users become data too. They become graphs. This is what our users do. This is the path they're taking You know, how many times they have clicked some things, how many times they have bought our service, how many, you know, filled in our service, etc. And of course, data are much more comfortable than people, because data we can control, we can visualize. They are logical. They're more or less scary. All we need to do is make sure that this little graph, this little KPI goes one way or another. We just focus on this. Why, if we, you know, have to take into account people are, you know, illogical and emotional, and, you know, stupid users are not doing what they're supposed to do. So it's natural that we tend to, you know, focus on things we have the impression we can control. It's, you know, we make the user some kind of system, and we say, oh, we got a system, and then we have the user system, which is very logical, and they are going to interact with our very logical system, and it's going to be perfect because, you know, they talk the same language, and they will do exactly what is intended, which is of course almost never the case. And the last people I would like to talk about today UX as a smoke screen. If you have heard any of these things, it means that, you know, your organization think they are doing some user-centric design, but it's not. The first one, we have a UX expert in the house. He's doing the UX. If you do this, it means there's one person in your organization who thinks of the user. One person, it's good stuff, but it's not efficient. If you just put, you know, all the responsibility on one person, the impact you will have will be much more limited. So if you think that because you have one person doing it, you're doing UX, it can be a little dangerous. Or we have user KPIs for the same reasons I've just given you. If you say that, you know, we are monitoring these 3 KPIs that have something to do with users, so we are fine. Users are not data, so be wary of it. If you think you're doing user design because of this, it might be wrong. We'll have a UX phase. I hear it all the time. No, we'll do our thing very quickly because we don't have much time. And then how about we have some UX phase to make it better? Well, you probably have to throw away all you have done and start from the beginning. So it might not be the best way. UX is not a task. UX is not a phase. Again, if you think that you can put it in a box in your planning, it's kind of dangerous. You're not doing the right thing. We do our thing, and especially, you know, with CMS, like Drupal, we tend to think like, yeah, it's not working right for the moment, but it's because, you know, we've just had the structure. The moment we'll have the content, which is not our responsibility, then we'll have the good user experience. And if it fails, it's because the content is bad. Well, the thing is, as I supposed earlier, you are designing the container of your content. Both are working together. So the earlier you think of the contents, the better and the more user-centric you will work. We have a UX process in those smoke screen. We do A, B, C all the time. You know, all our projects, and it should work. You know, it's a magical recipe. Have a great user experience. Wasn't the case. You have tools, and, you know, you have methodologies that you can use, but because the organization and the users are always different from project to project, you should apply different processes to it. One you probably heard as well, we know our users. We don't need to talk to them, we know them. No. Well, we're building things for them all the time. So yes, we could talk to them, we could observe how they behave, but, you know, we are experts as well in our domain. Yeah, you're an expert, but you're not the user. So if you think that you know you have the users not to talk to them, you're also doing something dangerous for yourself. And then we did one thing. It's a good start, you know. We did one activity that is user-centric, and that's enough. Even user research. You know, when I was working for this community management, they actually spent some money doing some usability testing. They brought someone, several users, you know, an external game, did all this usability testing, and made a beautiful report of it, and then put it in the drawer, close the drawer, and they had done some UX. Fortunately, you will have no impact if you are doing that. So be careful again, it's not one thing, it's not one task, it's mindset. And the last one, you know, we have this company, and they are doing great user experience, you know. Amazon does it like this, and we're doing just like Amazon. So we're fine, you know. Our user experience will be as well and as good as Amazon's. Unfortunately, you're not Amazon, you're not their organizations, you don't have probably exactly the same users, the same values. So again, it's not going to do the same things. You cannot design the same space and have the same interaction. So again and again and again, user experience is a mindset. You know, the way you approach the solutions you want to create. It's not a magical formula. To make it a little bit more concrete for you, you know, hopefully you haven't fallen asleep already. I'm going to present to you quickly 8 things you can do to be more user-centric designer. And remember, when I'm talking about data, I'm not talking about the guy or the girl who is drawing the button blue or green. Every time you make a decision, every time you make a choice that has an impact on the final products, on the interactions, you're a designer. Basically, the whole team involved in your projects is kind of a designer. And I think all of them can actually benefit from being user-centric. The first thing you can do, and of course the most obvious and the one who has the most impact, is to give them a voice. If you have organized your team so that the technical team, the content, you know, the whole team involved in the project is also involved in your user research, and they go on the field and they see the users, you're doing something really good. Because the impact you will have, you know, once they see and when they interact with the user, the empathy is going to be great. Another thing that you can do is, if you don't have the time and resources to do this, is actually to let them watch interactions of the users. You know, it's really efficient. You know, you make one usability test, and you actually let your team see how they struggle. I guarantee the empathy that you have for the users, like when you see that they're actually frustrated by the thing that you created, it changes mind quite quickly. The more you're in contact with the users, the better. So if you can, you know, be present at demos, at trainings, it's also good. You know, you will see them and you will interact with real people instead of just data. User feedback tools are good as well. Okay, then they are turning into data. But if you don't have any other choice, it can be something good. It doesn't come from you. So analytics or agile service can also help a little bit. And if you don't have access directly to the users, talk to the person who are in contact with them. If you have a customer service, go and talk to them. You will see also, like, when they talk about the frustrations, it will have an impact on your team. So don't take assumptions and try to listen to them as directly as possible. Another thing you can do is to give them a face. If you have done the things on the previous slides, you will have seen users. If you see users, you will immediately actually use their face. You will think of people. When I'm doing this, is this going to have impact on Joseph or on Anna, which we have seen during user interviews or usability testing? It's really efficient. If you're using some personas, it can help as well. It puts a face. But really, give them a name, give them a face, make them as human as possible. If you're just doing some demographics, again, you're just turning them into data, and it's not going to work. You're not going to think of them as people. And one little trick that you can do is when you're facing a choice. Should I make it a model, or should I make it the full page, for instance? Well, think of, if you don't know, if you haven't seen any users, try to think of someone who might fit the target audience of your solution. Think of someone you know, someone real, that might use this thing. As long as it's not you, it's going to work. And as long as it's not your worst enemy, because it's not going to work either, it's going to be helpful. You will actually think of, oh wait, if I do this, I might impact it in a negative way. She might, or he might suffer from it, and you might really change your mind. One thing that you can do, as Jean-Claude said, is to be aware. Well, aware of what? Aware of the moments when you are taking a decision that is just based on your assumption. This is important. This is something that actually you want to do. You will not be able to test each and every decision you make. That would be ideal. That's not going to be the case. But if you are mindful, like, okay, I will go for the model, I will go for the full page on that thing, but it's just based on my I think, but I'm not sure. This is good, because you will start also like wondering, is that the right solution? You might start to talk to your colleagues. Would you do it as well this way? Because I'm not sure. If you create a discussion, you are starting to be really user-centric as well. So it's a really good thing. If you take an assumption, I think, oh, it's probably good. They will probably do it this way. Well, and you're not as skilled as Jean-Claude, you might fall and your project will fall on its face. So be mindful of the risk you're taking every time you take an assumption. Again, it's this question of mindset. One thing you can do is ask questions. We are really good at asking how and asking what, because we're focusing on designing something, on building something concrete, a digital solution, but we don't enough ask who, or which is not working and you're not doing any user-centric if you don't know who you're designing for, when, in what context they are, and why. Yes, we can do it, and I know how we could do it, but should we do it? And you might think, yes, I'm a designer in the team, I'm a developer. I'm not the one who's taking the decision. Well, I disagree. I think if you think this is the wrong things, you should voice it. You should say, according to me, this is not going to bring any value, or it might be hurtful for the person. I don't think we should do it. Maybe it's gonna be overruled, but if they hear you, they might start to consider as well the impact that it has. So please ask questions, start the discussions within your team, with the stakeholders itself, the possibility. Do it. It can have an impact on the final product. I'm not going to go too long on this one because Paris and Marie-Luce yesterday did a really great job of talking about accessibility. But of course, if you're doing this, if you're inclusive, if you're thinking of accessibility, you're also doing a user-centric design. It's easy because it's easy. It's not easy to do it right, but it's easy to start. There are some standards, as I say, and it's a good thing for user experience design, because when you take a decision and you ask yourself, will this decision exclude some people? Well, you're thinking of the person, not a user, not a KPI that should go up and down. You're really thinking of this might impact someone's life, to some extent. So it's really good. The more accessible, the better for everyone, and also for your company. Why did I do these things? Well, this is very simple form. You can think, yeah, what's wrong with it? Well, this is because they are in the business of renting printers, and this is business service support. If you have an issue, you want to talk to them or ask to solve a problem, you can use this form. And the phone number is required. Yeah, so what? Then you get called and it goes much quicker. Yeah, which is not great on your desk, because you might not be able even to fill in the form, because it's not helpful. So it's the little things, and we don't think of it because we're not these people, are not in this category. But if you try to think of it, it's going to be much better. And it's not easy, but it helps. One thing you might already do, but it's also good to things, make a scene. And I'm not saying jump on the table and yell at your manager because you think he's not doing the right things. I'm saying like when you're designing a solution, put it in context. Make really make a scene, make a scenario out of it. When you do this, you will actually create something, a flow. I'm supposed to design or to create a button, but what happened before he clicks the button and what happened after? It's always, this is really easy for us to do this, really handy trick, but we're not doing enough. Just don't think of your thing like, well, it should be functional, it should work. Think of how it's going to work. Put it in context. Know your team. Why am I saying this? Oh, sorry. It's because every time you will try to change something, of course you will have your organization, your teammates, stakeholders, managers, who will listen to you and make a decision based on it. If you know what they value, it's going to be easier to convince them. Why should we do it? Why should we spend more time making the backend easier for editors? If you tell them in language they understand, they will listen. So don't also just focus on the users, focus also on the organization you're working with. Again, it's two sides. And the last one, but for me it's the most important, you need to care about them. All the things I've said until now, if you don't do this one, it's for nothing. If you don't genuinely want to make people's life better, you will just not do it. You will go back to drawing your things, to make it functional, to make it quick. Let's have it deliver very fast. Let's make it pretty. But you won't think of the people. You need to want to empower them, to have a positive impact on people you are going to design with. You want to know them and to make them happy. And this is really important. And this is on this note that I stop my presentation. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions? And you're left, we don't have time for questions.
It's okay for small organization to go to the user, but when we talk about big enterprise with thousands of potential users of system, how do you bring such approach?
Well, it would be a danger if every team does their own, research and then have different values. So when you're talking about big organizations, you will have to make it in a much more structured way. You will have to have much more internal communication on who are the users and how they feel. But it's still very important for everyone at every level, to see and to see the impact it can have on people. So the more distance you put between the person who's making the things and the person who's going to use it, it's bad. And actually, really big names, Amazon, Google, Apple, they are doing user-centric. So they have teams that are going out there on the field, and they're not sending all the engineers, of course, on the field to do it, but they report it. They make it visible for them. They explain why they are taking these decisions. They are showing why the impact that it can have. And they are using, of course, a lot of tools. Like they're doing a lot of A/B testing and things. They try to go really quickly on the market and see if it works. So, but they listen to the feedback. They wasn't like, oh, this is not the impact we were expecting. We need to change it. And so they still have this mindset. But yeah, it takes a little more logistic when you're a bigger organization.
So you said that we should separate
we should separate data from people. I think it's important not to confuse them. We should not say that the data we have are, everything we need to know about the people. I think data are important. It's in a quicker way, and sometimes it looks also like a more objective way to do things. But we need to be careful, and we need to not to forget that in the end we are actually talking about people, and people are not data. They're not, logical beings. And if your KPI goes down, maybe sales or our stakeholders are not going to be really happy. But what's in it for me? I'm not going to I will still sleep in the evening. If I know that what I have designed actually pissed people off or excluded someone who wanted to do it, this is going to have a much bigger impact on me. So when we're using data, we need to be careful. We need to consider that that is a representation, a partial representation of the human behind.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.